After doing some laundry and one of us washing our bike, we were ready to continue through Oklahoma. Leaving Alva, Oklahoma, we see remnants of a storm that passed through the night before. This would make our ride very different than the day before. On the previous day, we had new tires installed, but Rob picked up a nail somewhere. The mechanic that put the new tire on either didn't know what he was doing or was playing a cruel joke on Rob. He used permanent Loctite on the nut that holds the tube to the wheel. A simple tube replacement took us over an hour. After a quick fuel stop, we were back on the trail. The hard-packed and dusty trail we had yesterday turned into a slippery mess. I have heard of people having to turn around, and in some cases, others have had to abandon their trip altogether due to these conditions. We took it slow and steady, and luckily we only had about 30 miles of riding until we found dry roads. The scenery, though, was beautiful. Once we got through rush hour traffic, we had clear sailing and enjoyed the ride. Rob took over the lead for a while. We had a couple hours until it got really hot, so we just enjoyed the cooler temps, the lush green prairies, and the smooth riding. I really enjoyed most of the time traveling through Oklahoma. The wide open spaces, the prairies stretching out for as far as you could see, and the quiet solitude was something I was not quite used to, being from the more populated East Coast. As long as it stays dry, the riding here in Oklahoma is easy and comfortable. If you are considering doing this trip, you may read or talk to some people that suggest skipping Oklahoma and some of the other states east of the Rockies. I would say that'd be a big mistake. The good, the bad, and the ugly are all part of the experience. Is it all awesome? Nope. In fact, by the end of this day, I couldn't wait to get out of Oklahoma. But I would do it all over again. Everyone will have a different experience and take away something unique from each day on a trip like this. Ride your own ride and build your own memories. Check out this horse or statue. I couldn't tell. I didn't know if it was real. As you can see, I had to do a double take and a triple take. It didn't move at all. It was just hanging out. The terrain started to go from prairie land to farmland. It was dusty and dirty and pretty much just grass and crops, other than a few abandoned houses that you'd see along the way. We got to this town and saw the biggest silos I've ever seen in my life. This was pretty much all there was in town, so we just kept on going and we didn't stop. For hours though, this is what we saw. Dead flat, dead straight, and dead hot. The only really interesting thing I saw was an old barn. So I stopped for a minute, took a quick picture. Then we came across another cowboy scene. These guys were crazy. I didn't see any of them have any water or anything. I think these guys need to wear camelbacks, or they'd probably ruin their little outfits. According to the charts, this is where the New Mexico state line was. Not sure if that's true or not. Rob was looking at GPS and it looked like it was actually up the road a bit. So after a short break, we took off and we hit our 16th state of this trip. I think we were pretty excited to get out of Oklahoma into New Mexico. We came across a monument in the middle of nowhere, so it must be significant. This turned out to be part of the Santa Fe Trail. This was a vital trade route in the 1800s, up until the introduction of the railroad in 1880. There's quite a bit of history associated with this trail, and it is worth looking it up online and reading about it. We took a couple photos and then decided just to proceed onward and get through New Mexico. For us, this was the end of the dry, hot prairies. And by the end of this day, we would be in Colorado. We were looking forward to the next couple of days in the Rockies, some cooler weather, roads that turned, went up and down, and of course the change in scenery. Until then, thanks for watching.